If you're over 65 with weak legs, trouble standing up from a chair, or you feel your legs shaking on the stairs even though you walk every single day, then what I'm about to share could completely change everything you thought you knew about leg strength. Because here's the shocking truth that almost nobody tells seniors. Walking, which is something we've all been told is the key to healthy legs, may not actually be strengthening your muscles the way you think it is. Researchers in New Zealand put this to the test in a series of clinical trials with roughly 1,000 adults over 65. One group carried on with their normal activity, including their daily walks. The other group added a short routine of simple strength and balance movements, just a few days each week, and the results changed fall prevention around the world. The group doing the simple movements suffered about 35% fewer falls, and their leg strength improved in ways that walking alone never delivered. Let that sink in for a moment. Seniors who added just a few minutes of simple movements protected their legs better than seniors relying on walking every single day. Why? Because when your legs are already weak, walking doesn't push your muscles hard enough to grow stronger. It just keeps them barely working. And that's exactly why so many seniors walk for months, sometimes years, and still feel just as weak as when they started. But here's the good news. There are 5 specific movements, which are exercises you can do every morning with nothing more than a sturdy chair, that activate the exact muscles walking misses. These are the same movements surgeons give their patients to rebuild weak legs after knee and hip surgery, and the whole routine takes about 10 minutes before you even finish your morning coffee. And the number one movement, which we're saving for the end, is so powerful that doctors around the world use it as an official medical test to predict how independently you'll be living in the years ahead. That's not an exaggeration. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which movement to start tomorrow morning, and why it could be the missing piece that finally restores the leg strength you've been losing for years. Coming in at number 5, we have a deceptively simple movement called the seated leg extension, which is the practice of slowly straightening one leg while sitting tall in a chair. Now I know what you're thinking. Straightening your leg while sitting down sounds way too easy to actually do anything. But hold on. Because this movement targets the single most important muscle group in your entire lower body, and skipping it is one of the biggest mistakes seniors make. Here's why this matters so much. The muscles on the front of your thighs are called the quadriceps. They do the heavy lifting every time you stand up from a low surface, get out of a car, or climb a stair. When your quadriceps weaken, your knees give way, your balance falters, and getting out of a chair becomes a daily battle. That's exactly why surgeons prescribe this same movement after knee replacement surgery. It rebuilds the thigh without putting any body weight on the joint, which makes it one of the safest strength exercises in existence. To prepare for this movement, sit tall in a sturdy chair with your back straight against the chair support. Place both feet flat on the floor. This works perfectly first thing in the morning, right where you drink your coffee. Now, here's how you do it safely. Slowly straighten one leg out in front of you until it's as straight as feels comfortable. Pause at the top for 1 full second. Then lower your foot back down slowly, with total control. Do not let it drop heavily to the ground. That's 1 rep. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions on one leg, then switch to the other side. 1 set per leg each morning is a great start, and you can build to 2 sets as you get stronger. This movement helps absolutely everyone, but it's especially powerful for seniors who push off the armrest to stand up, people whose knees feel unstable on stairs, and anyone with mild arthritis, because there's no impact on the joint at all. Now let's talk about the common mistakes, because this is where most folks get it wrong. The first mistake is swinging the leg up with momentum, which completely bypasses the power muscles we want to train. Move slowly in both directions. The second mistake is slouching in the chair, which shifts the work away from your thighs. Sit tall the entire time. And the third mistake is holding your breath. Breathe out as you lift and breathe in as you lower. For maximum benefit, tighten your thigh muscle before your foot even leaves the floor. Imagine pulling your kneecap up toward your hip, and hold that squeeze through the whole repetition. That conscious muscle squeeze is what separates a so-so leg extension from one that actually rebuilds strength. Many seniors notice their transitions from sitting to standing feel smoother within the very first weeks. And once the front of your thighs wakes up, every other movement on this list becomes more effective. Before we continue, if you've been enjoying the video so far, hit Hit that like button so more seniors can see it, and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health videos coming every week, and you don't want to miss the next one. Now, let's move up to number 4. Number 4 on our list is the supported heel raise, which is a gentle but powerful movement that targets the muscles most seniors haven't trained in decades. Those muscles are your calves, the muscles in the back of your lower legs. And here's the truth that surprises almost everyone. Your calves are not just for walking. They work like a second heart. Every time they contract, they pump blood from your feet back up toward your body. When your calves weaken, your legs feel heavy by the end of the day, your ankles feel wobbly on uneven ground, and your walk loses its natural push-off. That flat, careful shuffle you see in many older adults? Weak calves are one hidden reason behind it. And this is why heel raises appear in nearly every hospital rehabilitation program, because they restore the push-off and the circulation at the same time. To prepare for this movement, stand tall behind a sturdy chair or a countertop. Place your feet about hip-width apart. Rest your hands lightly on the support for balance. Now, here's how you do it safely. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as feels comfortable. Pause at the top for 1 full second. Then lower your heels back down slowly and quietly, taking about 2 seconds on the way down. Do not let them drop suddenly to the floor. The slow lowering is where much of the strength is built. That's 1 rep. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions per set, and try 1 to 2 sets each morning. This movement is a game changer for seniors who feel unsteady on uneven ground, people who notice ankle swelling by the end of the day, and anyone whose steps have lost their spring. Now for the common mistakes you absolutely want to avoid. The first one is leaning your body weight forward onto the chair. Your hands are there for safety, not for holding you up. The second mistake is rushing up and down, which turns the exercise into a meaningless bounce. Slow and controlled, both directions. The third mistake is bending the knees, which takes the calves out of the movement entirely. Keep your legs long and your body tall. For maximum benefit, pause at the very top and squeeze your calves for 1 extra second, as if you're trying to stand as tall as humanly possible. Some seniors notice their legs feel lighter and their steps feel springier within just a couple of weeks. And now that your thighs and calves are both awake, it's time to challenge your body in a completely new direction. That brings us to number 3. At number 3, we have the supported sumo squat, which is the movement that protects you in the moments when most falls actually happen. And here's something most people never realize. Falls rarely happen while walking in a straight line. They happen during turns, sideways steps, and quick changes of direction. Think about turning around in your kitchen or stepping sideways to avoid an obstacle. These movements require your body to stay stable while producing force, and that requires a team of muscles working together: your hips, your glutes, and your core. Your glutes especially are the engine of your entire lower body. When they're weak, your knees and lower back take over and wear out fast. When they're strong, walking feels effortless and your balance improves dramatically. The sumo squat trains this entire team in one single movement, which is why it earns a spot this high on the list. To prepare for this movement, stand tall behind a sturdy chair or a countertop. Place your feet wider than shoulder width apart. Turn your toes slightly outward at a comfortable angle. Rest your hands lightly on the support for safety. Now, here's how you do it safely. Slowly lower your body down, only as far as feels comfortable. Do not go deep if your joints feel tight. Even a few inches counts. Pause briefly at the bottom. Then press firmly through your heels and return to standing. That's 1 rep. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions, 1 to 2 sets each morning. This exercise is a lifesaver for seniors who feel unsteady when turning, anyone whose hips feel like they're giving out on longer walks, and people who struggle to get up from low, deep chairs. Let's cover the common mistakes because there are a few sneaky ones. The first mistake is letting the knees collapse inward on the way up. Keep them pointing in the same direction as your toes the entire time. The second mistake is rising up onto your toes. Keep your heels glued to the floor and drive through them as you stand. The third mistake is rushing. If you move quickly, momentum does the work instead of your muscles. Each repetition should take about 4 slow seconds. For maximum benefit, give your buttocks 1 hard squeeze at the top of every repetition before you lower again. That final squeeze is what builds the kind of hip strength that translates into real-world balance. Seniors who practice this movement consistently often say that turning and moving around the house simply stops feeling risky. But here's something most people never think about. The muscles that lift you up are not the same muscles that lower you down safely, and that forgotten side of your legs is exactly what we train next. Now we're moving up to number 2. At number 2 on our list, we have the standing hamstring curl, which fires up the most neglected muscle group in the senior population. Those muscles are your hamstrings, the muscles on the back of your thighs. Now, I know the hamstrings might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about leg strength, but here's the truth. Physical therapists have known for decades. Your hamstrings are your body's braking system. They control your body every time you lower yourself down, and they stabilize your knees with every single step. When your hamstrings weaken, sitting down starts to feel like falling backward. You don't lower into the chair anymore, you drop into it. And every hard drop is a small crash your joints have to absorb. That is exactly what we want to prevent. To prepare for this movement, stand tall behind a sturdy chair or a countertop. Rest your hands lightly on the support for balance. Keep your knees close together, side by side. Now, here's how you do it safely. Slowly bend one knee and bring your heel up behind you, lifting it toward your body as far as feels comfortable. Pause at the top for 1 full second. Then lower your foot back down slowly, with total control. That's 1 rep. Do 10 to 12 repetitions on one leg, then switch to the other side. 1 to 2 sets per leg each morning works beautifully. This exercise is pure gold for seniors who drop into chairs instead of lowering into them. Anyone whose knees feel shaky walking downstairs, and people who feel unsteady during the last step of sitting down on the toilet. Now let's talk about the common mistakes. The first mistake is swinging the leg, which removes almost all of the benefit. Lift slowly, and if you can't lift slowly, lift less high. Control is everything here. The second mistake is arching your lower back or leaning forward as the heel comes up. Keep your body tall, and let only the knee move. The third mistake is locking the standing leg. Keep that knee soft, because a soft knee quietly trains your balance at the same time. For maximum benefit, squeeze the back of your thigh at the top of each lift, as if you were trying to hold a pencil behind your knee. And breathe out as you lift, in as you lower. Many seniors report that after a few weeks of hamstring curls, sitting down becomes gentle again, and their knees feel protected instead of exposed. And now, with your legs strong from the front, the back, and the sides, it's time for the number 1 movement. Number 1 on our list is the sit to stand, which is the single most studied movement in all of senior health. And before you dismiss it because it sounds too simple, let me share what the science actually shows. Doctors around the world use a version of this exact movement called the 30-second chair stand test to measure leg strength, balance, and fall risk in older adults. The number of times you can stand up from a chair without using your hands is one of the strongest predictors of how independently you will live in the years ahead. Think about that. Out of every measurement modern medicine could choose, doctors chose this movement to represent your independence. Why? Because standing up requires strength, control, and balance, all at the same moment. It is the one movement your entire day depends on. You do it getting out of bed. You do it at every meal, every phone call, every knock at the door. When this movement is strong, everything in your life gets easier. To prepare, sit near the front half of a sturdy chair. Place your feet flat on the floor and slide them slightly behind your knees for better leverage. Keep your chest tall and look straight forward. Now, here's how you do it safely. Lean forward slightly from your hips. Press firmly through your heels and rise up to standing. Pause briefly at the top. Then lower your hips back down slowly, taking about 3 seconds to descend. That's 1 repetition. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions, once each morning. If this feels difficult, use your hands for assistance, and remove one hand as you grow stronger. This movement is essential for everyone over 65, but it's especially powerful for seniors who push off the armrests, people recovering from a fall or a hospital stay, and anyone who has started avoiding low chairs and deep sofas. Now, let's cover the common mistakes, because nailing the form is what makes this exercise so powerful. The first mistake is crashing back down into the chair. The lowering phase builds just as much strength as the rising phase, so never waste it. The second mistake is keeping your feet too far forward, which forces you to rock and swing for momentum. Slide them back first. The third mistake is looking down at the floor, which pulls your whole body off balance. Keep your eyes forward. For maximum benefit, try this powerful trick. On your last repetition, lower yourself until you're hovering just above the seat, and hold that position for 2 full seconds before touching down. That hover is where real leg strength is built. Seniors who practice sit-to-stands consistently for just a few weeks often report standing up from a chair without using their hands, walking to the bathroom at night without holding the wall, and feeling a steadiness in their legs they haven't felt in years. So, there you have it. The 5 most powerful chair-based movements that rebuild the leg strength walking leaves behind. Here is your simple morning routine. Perform 10 to 12 seated leg extensions per leg, then 10 to 12 supported heel raises. Continue with 8 to 10 supported sumo squats, then 10 to 12 standing hamstring curls per leg. And finish with 8 to 10 sit-to-stands. 10 minutes, 3 to 5 mornings each week. Remember, you don't have to do all 5 at once. Pick the number 1 sit-to-stand if you can only manage just one, and add the others as your strength grows. Consistency beats intensity at this stage of life. And keep walking, because your heart still needs it. Just give your legs these 10 minutes first. If this video helped, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe for more senior health insights that actually work. Your legs are stronger than you think. Now we want to hear from you. Do you or someone you know struggle with weak legs or trouble standing up from a chair? Which of these 5 movements are you going to try tomorrow morning? Share your experiences in the comments below. We love to hear them. And sometimes, confidence begins with one easier step.